The opinions expressed on this program are those of the program host and guests and are not necessarily those of this station, management, staff, and sponsors. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's time now for the Crown Car Care Show. Call in with questions and comments, 220-9788, 220-WSTU. Now, here's your host.
Good afternoon. It's July 23rd, 2025.
Yes.
How many shows
Yes.
I've listened to, not only on YouTube, but on TV recordings where you never know the date.
Yeah.
It's almost like they deliberately do it so old shows seem relevant.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sneak another one by
those
you.
pre-recorded ones that we got, Frank?
Yeah.
Would not take the date off of it.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, here we have your co-host and your host.
Yeah.
We got here's Johnny.
Here's Big John.
Let's give him the intro.
All right. Let's see if we can find it. I think I got it right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Give it to me.
I'm looking for it. Here we go.
Big.
There it is. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Oh yeah, play it.
Come on.
Oh, we got time.
Big Bad John.
There it is.
Jimmy Dean, my hero.
Yeah.
It's just such a good song.
It is. And now,
I've been working my way up to 248.
are you working your way there?
I get weighed every month.
Do you really?
I'm 238 right now.
All right. Just okay.
I will admit it, and I'm 68 years old, and I'm
God love you. That's great.
6'2". My eyes still are blue,
Yes, they are.
and that's about all I got going for me
Is that it?
with my two buds.
Mm.
I'm John Campion, and I am the guest of Todd Harris from
Mhm.
Crown Car Care, two locations, 772-2781-8000.
Right.
Well, one of the
Look at
things,
that. You
John
committed that to memory, didn't you?
John has quite a following, and he's been in business. For how many years you been in business here in Martin County?
We've been in business 35, and I've been in business 22.
Well, as you know, I think you've been on a couple of times on my show, and we always talk about toilets, and we will today. But you know, John, you don't just sell toilets; you sell relief, peace, and the throne every king deserves. That's European Kitchen and Bath.
That's it. And if you drive by and see our marquee toting the wares of Toto,
Yeah.
they are
Yeah.
true.
How do you
they-
spell relief?
Toto.
Yeah.
Toto.
My favorite one is even Chuck Norris can't clog a Toto.
He can't. No.
What are you laughing about,
It's just-
Shorty?
Hey, you're right.
Yeah,
It just tickles my heart. So,
that's great.
yeah.
No, it's cool. It's great to see you guys.
Hey.
Great to be
Selling
here.
toilets isn't glamorous.
No.
No.
But someone's got to sit on the throne and lead the way.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum.
But yeah, I think if you were selling sinks and crappers,
It'd be quite interesting.
yes, it would.
Well, so the guy who invented toilets, his name was Crapper.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas Crapper.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know, I would have. There's a movie out. It's with some boys that did a lot of bad things on the movies.
Uh-oh.
Was it
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville?
Johnny Knoxville
Yeah. Well, he went into a place that sold toilets and
hardware store.
hardware store, and they had him out on the.
He had the sports section.
He really had to go.
Oh, gee. Oh,
Those
no.
are hooked up to
But-
the.
But I've been
No,
I've been
no.
asking John if I run into an emergency,
Yeah.
you know, running around town in Monterey, could I stop in there? And
Yeah.
We
just-
have a
if-
bathroom you can
No,
use.
it would be occupied if I went in. I just want to do
No
it.
matter
I just
what.
want to do it once.
We have
Just once.
Yeah.
Just once.
Yeah. You
Just once.
call a hazmat team.
Just once.
those don't go well. They do take it all. So
Well, I'll tell you this though, with Toto toilets, here's back to reality. They are hands down the best toilet made. And I'll tell you why.
Hmm.
Comfortable. I'll tell you three attributes that I love. The
assets.
seat.
Yeah.
The seat doesn't.
It's soft
It
close.
slowly closes,
Right.
and nice, right?
Doesn't crash.
Nice.
Yeah.
There is a special space age coating on there that doesn't stain or stick.
Yes.
So it's always
Contact.
clean.
Yep,
Yes.
that's right.
And that thing will suck a football at 100 yards.
That's what happens when you have a 2 1/8 inch fully glazed trapway.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you gotta know all the
So
details.
you know the specs.
I know
Yeah.
the specs.
But it really, it's now, is it more money than your big box toilets? Absolutely. But is it worth it?
Absolutely.
Peace of mind. Every time you sit on the throne,
Yes.
it's worth it.
You know what else you didn't cover was the fact that the China is really, really great.
Yes, it's good porcelain china.
It's real porcelain China. And
Yes.
the one piece toilets, there's one piece, two piece are most what you see out there, but one piece, they're cast. I haven't been to the factory, but I've heard that.
It's more intricate, and it
Yeah.
well, they're able to do the characteristics fall in line with A, how it's made, and B, how it's designed, but how it's made is part of the secret sauce, so to speak.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's how things are made. I'll give you an example. Silencers for guns. I mean, it's if you're a hunter or a shooter, you don't want to disturb the peace.
Oh, okay.
So they have silencers that you can put on the end of guns. You have to have them registered. But now with 3-dimensional printing,
yes.
okay, they can make designs on the inside of that silencer that you could never make. And it's dropped the noise by like 50%, the weight, but it's the manufacturing technique
Right.
that enable the design to take place. And I believe that's what Toto Toilets. I could design all I want on paper about a car,
Right.
silencer, a toilet, but if I can't make it,
What
Right.
good is it?
Yeah.
and it kind of has to do with what we're going to talk about in the show. And here's the segue into my show.
I love it.
Okay.
Finally.
It's the importance.
Finally.
What does it take for a shop like mine? I mean, I have 2 locations. I used to have 3 and a body shop, but that's not the point. The point is what does it take to go from average to great? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What does it take to go from average to great in design, in toilets, in silencers, in service, in wallpaper, in paint? There's factors and variables that you might not think about,
right,
that come into play. So I'm not making anything. I'm assembling things, putting things back together. I'm not manufacturing things. But in my process of quote unquote baking the cake,
right,
okay,
You
I
still
have to have ingredients,
Right.
okay, that cost time,
Mhm.
money, investment, and most importantly, enthusiasm.
Mm.
Because if you don't have the enthusiasm in your business,
Yeah.
none of the others are going to take place, because you're always going to find an excuse. You're going to procrastinate. You're not going to do that investment. An investment is not just about money. It's about doing it today,
Right.
planning for tomorrow, and making sure that you're ahead of the curve in terms of, well, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about modern equipment. We're going to talk about databases. We're going to talk about the customer point of sale system, how all those come into play,
All right.
just like a Toto toilet,
right.
right? And that's really the secret in business.
Or the sinks we get for the kitchen, or the
Right.
just the precision of the faucets, the brass.
With John, if you go over to a European Kitchen and Bath, and I highly urge it. And actually, it's quite interesting because there's a historic cemetery. I'm not going to promote cemeteries, but it's a beautiful old cemetery.
Mm.
And it's right there next to that big electronic billboard there on Monterey. So there's the billboard,
Right.
and then there's lizards, and then there's John's place.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. That's what we,
There's giant lizards that live over there.
We've got some ginormous.
Well, you should
lizards
see
where I
these
live.
things. These are giant lizards. And you know where they come from? They come from the graves.
Ooh.
yeah, that's what
Say
I thought.
it's not so.
It is. I mean, these things are bigger than big.
Oh my God.
But they're contained. There's a fence.
Yeah.
But don't feed them,
No.
No,
or because they'll
Don't-
still grab your arm.
don't feed the.
Don't feed the big
Godzillas.
black lizards with the red heads.
That's right. Let them climb the trees.
Woo.
Let them run under the. I used
But-
to feed one all the time when I was
Wait,
out eating
really?
lunch. I'd throw him pieces of
How
lettuce.
big
and
is he
bread.
now? How big is the thing now?
Oh boy, Mr. Campion's back. Oh boy,
It's like feeding ducks or
Right.
dogs.
Right.
I've noticed
Pigeons.
We have
I hate
three-
feeding pigeons.
we have 3 dogs, and if you just give them a little sprinkling of food,
Yeah.
every day,
Yeah.
they're all looking up at you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they give you the sad eyes.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
But you have to,
Yeah.
cave in.
Yeah. They know.
How can you say no to Binky
Yeah.
Lovejoy
Oh
Yeah.
boy, Binky, Lovejoy, and
and Buffett
Buffett,
and Jack
Jack Buffett, and
Binky
Binky.
Lovejoy.
Oh, Binky Lovejoy.
Binky Lovejoy is his full name.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
Yeah. And we just had a big photo shoot with him. There's a nice gal in our business group.
Yeah.
She does Marty down there in Hope Sound. If you're looking for good animal photography, call Frank at the station. You can call us right now. We'll give you information on it, or you can call Crown Car Care and we can get you the information. Her name is Marty. She's a fabulous lady. She has a studio down in Hope Sound, and what a photographer she is, boy.
She has the enthusiasm.
She had there we go.
There
Back
you
to
go.
enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Do you know that the world, any issue in the world, can be built, solved, or remedied with enthusiasm?
Mm.
And I think we're
agree.
seeing it right down today, right as we
Yes.
speak in this present day,
And stick-to-itiveness.
and stick to it.
Yes.
Stick to,
And stick-to-itiveness.
Yes.
Is that what you
And-
said?
Yes.
That's a
and most importantly, follow the Boy Scout promise,
Yes. Mhm.
as well as the what is
I-
it? The
I tried.
trustworthy, loyal, hopeful, friendly, courteous, kind, cheerful, thrifty, clean, brave, and I think reverent.
Yes.
I think
Loyal,
Loyal,
and reverent.
loyal and reverent.
Yes.
I used to be a Boy
Scouts
Scout.
here. Yeah.
I used to be a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Did you get up to Eagle?
No, my son did.
Okay, that's
I made
right.
first class.
I was a life Scout. I think that's the
Yeah,
one right
life is just one under.
there.
yeah.
I was a life.
My brother was a Boy Scout. I didn't scout. I
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
yards.
Well, no, he was a fisherman. In fact, I've got people. John has been known to resemble Burt Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
In Todd's mind.
No, it's not what I said. It's my wife said.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a photo of him on a boat.
Yes.
It looks like
Oh yeah.
Burt when he was in that movie, one of the movies where he was going in a raft or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Well, no, he was Burt. But very interesting. Let's talk about cars
Let's do
and this
that.
dividing line.
Hmm.
How come? I'll ask you this, Frank. Why does some shops never reach that potential? Why is it?
Because they're probably not interested in solving problems. Or
They're not
just
interested.
interested.
There's no enthusiasm.
No.
They're not interested in
No.
doing it.
Yeah.
You can run a business.
They just want to show up and get paid.
You can own and run a business for
Yeah.
return on
Yes.
investment.
Right. ROI. Mhm.
Or you can run a business on both,
Yes.
right? Passion
Mm-hmm.
and ROI.
Yeah.
All the great
You can marry
companies,
them together.
all the great companies do it.
Sure.
They do. Target for many years was one of those companies. I don't know if they are now because I think they got wound up in that Bud Light
Oh, the
controversy.
DEI stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have no opinion on it. I just know it doesn't work.
All right.
I can't tell you whether it's right or wrong or have an opinion, but I can tell you evidence is playing out that it's not working.
Right.
Take it for what it's worth.
Right.
I would have never done it from the get-go, but it's
That's
opinions.
Right.
I don't have opinions.
Gecko, is that like a lizard?
yes.
Yeah.
It is. But
Great.
it's Geico.
The Container Store, another
Yeah.
company that's recognized as a great company.
Uh-huh.
Southwest Airlines.
Yeah.
Okay. They started in the late 60s. Okay. Herb Kelleher was the CEO that started it. He
You
was
know,
in
that
there.
is an amazing story because I followed it in my travels. You
Mm.
know, before, of course, now they're going to boarding passes.
Yeah. I mean, technology's
that's
changed
okay.
a lot of it.
You gotta reinvent yourself.
And the girls can't wear hot shorts and all that stuff
Yeah,
anymore
I
because
mean,
they did.
I think they still
Oh, they
joke
do?
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the man that started it was Herb Kelleher. So if you looked at him in his personal life, he smoked cigars. He was kind of like a Richard Branson type.
Probably like bourbon.
But interesting how that took off. Look
Right.
at Virgin Airlines,
right.
Richard Branson.
Yeah.
Who would have thought a used records store in England? I believe that's how he started.
Mm.
Wasn't it used records he sold originally?
Mm.
And now he owns an airline.
Wow.
Doesn't
It
he
wasn't
own-
built on ROI, Frank or John. It was
No.
built on what? Passion.
Mhm.
Passion. That's
Yeah.
what builds greatness.
Well,
Yes.
also a lot of money.
But
Yeah, but I don't
Dash-
think he was born into a lot of money. I think
No.
he created his money.
Yeah.
I think he created
he
his
saw
money.
opportunity
I mean-
and jumped in.
Isn't he
Yeah.
in the Brightline?
He's
he-
an
or he
he
wa-
was an investor and then he pulled out, but he
Okay.
was an investor in
Okay.
Brightline. Yes, you're
I've
right.
heard a story about a guy that was in Stewart here that started in several businesses and he owned a couple city blocks with rentals. Right.
Yeah.
In fact, right where we are right now. In fact.
Victorian homes.
Victorian homes. And
restaurants.
he was what they call a real estate tycoon.
Who would do such a thing?
Well, Oh, Frank.
Frank.
When you collected the rent, Frank, did you have like a Duesenberg convertible where you held out your hand for the
no.
rent money?
Yeah, right.
Edsel. It was an Edsel.
And that's all.
So, I can see rent's due. Rent's due.
Oh, here comes that Frank guy.
Yeah.
In his Duesenberry Edsel.
Yeah. With the top down, the top hat on, the cigar
Nice.
like the Penguin did in Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how
Yeah,
I think
right.
of it. And it's
That's
always
the-
got to be tipped upward, like
That's-
FDR did.
That's the mental image.
It's why I
Oh,
create.
shit. Yes.
That's Big Frank.
Big Frank.
What time is it? We got to take a break. 5:20.
520. We can go all the way to 529.
Let's do it. We got
All right.
8 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Why outdated? Do outdated tools in my business or industry cost time and money? You bet. Outdated tools slow technicians down, right? Your collateral damage from doing a job widens and broadens when you don't have the right equipment. You can have boo-boos more than you would. You might not be able to do the job properly without the right equipment.
Yeah, that would
Proper
be,
torque wrench, proper wrench. And I will tell you, like let's say you're doing a BMW timing belt, okay, or timing chain. There's equipment and tools that you have to line it up right. Can you fake it till you make it? Yeah, but there's going to be issues.
Right. And it's
It's going to cost you what? Time, money,
Right.
efficiency,
Right.
customer satisfaction.
right.
It's a balancing act. Do you want to put the investment back into your business to fertilize it for the future, or do you want to suck all the money out now?
Yeah.
It really comes down to that,
Exactly.
and that's what
Yeah.
it comes down to.
Mhm.
Take for example my alignment machines. Both my alignment machines, alignments are for doing front end equipment, front end alignments, and what's more to it than that. Your front end alignment, when you do it, you have to zero out and recalibrate steering wheel sensors. Has to do with ADAS, which is the systems that aid you as from a safety perspective with your vehicle. If you have an emergency braking situation, or like the Tesla that I picked John up today, him and I drove over
I
together.
just folded myself in half to get in the front seat.
But the alignment machine has to be able to do the calibrations and the testing and the programming necessary on the safety equipment when you move and change the alignment of the front end. Okay, both pieces of equipment at both my stores, one in Stewart and one in Palm City, are by Hunter, Hunter. Look them up on the internet. The best engineering company with that type of equipment, and mine are the best that they make. Am I bragging about it? Not really, because we're just talking about what it takes to go from average to great. This isn't a brag thing. This is a necessity thing. I got to have it.
If you want to be next level, you have to be
It's,
there.
it's kind of like air. You got to have it, right?
Yeah.
Money,
This is
you
great
got to
when-
have it.
When you don't know anything about cars. So let me ask you something. When you see these places that, like, I'm just going to use it as an example. Let's say
absolutely.
they just fix European cars. So they got to have all that special equipment.
Right. And take someone like me who does European cars.
You do it all.
For the most part, I do Rolls Royces. I just did a not classic. It was a mid 90s 911 Targa. Okay. The
Wow.
shifter, it's a rear engine, right? And the
Mhm.
shifter is up in the front. All the bushings went out for the shifter,
Wow.
but you have to have special tools to line it up properly. Now, do you think I had those? Of course I did. And if I didn't, what do you think
You know
happened?
where to find them.
I'd buy 'em.
Yeah, exactly.
There's many jobs that go through Crown Car Care
Mhm.
where Crown Car Care makes no money on it because we had the need
Mhm.
to buy a certain tool.
Right.
And I will do it behind the scenes without anybody knowing it
Right.
because it just has to be done.
Right.
It's that important in our
And when
world.
the next customer with that car comes
You
in,
have the tool,
you've got the
but I'm
tool.
not going to compromise the quality of what I do
Right.
because I'm looking at ROI all the time.
Right.
If all you're chasing is ROI, return on investment,
Mhm.
how much money you making? Guess what? You're not going to. Some industries you can do it in.
Right.
Mine you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Right.
You can, but you'll last maybe 3 to 5 years, and
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Right.
If you go around Martin County right now and look at like how many repair shops there are, not oil change and maintenance places, not tire stores, real repair shops. I'm one of the few that's left.
Yeah.
One of the few. There's
See?
still another one in Hope Sound. I know
Nice.
that. Two. Was there two of us left? And I don't even know how they are. I know the man that owns it's getting older. I know him. But it takes equipment and it takes the willingness to do it.
Well,
And you have to
got
have
it.
the employees that you work with that want to do it that way, right, John? You have to.
Yeah, you do. And that's the culture you create, and you've created a really good culture over there, Todd.
It's not perfect.
It's never perfect.
But there's no curtain that needs to be pulled by Toto that's hiding the man pulling the strings. Okay, I'm not the great Oz. Some people think I am, but I'm not. Okay.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pulling these levers and this big flame shooting up. Of
Right.
course not.
I am the wizard.
I am the giant,
The great-
not the wizard, the giant lizard.
I am the giant
The great and powerful.
red African, yellow African
The
tail lizard.
that lives on Monterey Road
I go in at night and come out in the morning.
and get hand fed.
That's right. Garage door number 1.
I bet, John, has technology changed
Oh,
on your
man.
typical faucet from right today and go back 20 years?
Amazing.
Right.
No, and I'm amazed at what comes out. I mean, it's
Well, I know what comes out of the toilet.
well,
You
know
and I
that.
both
mean,
know
I
that.
just know what the manufacturers.
Right.
And the thing is with the equipment that we sell, and again, you were talking earlier, we don't make anything either. It's all service,
Right.
and it's having the right people who know how to answer the questions.
Yours is just as difficult as mine, except many times the variables that you have to dial in are different than mine.
Mm.
But there's still a couple of, let's say we both have 3 knobs that we have to dial in. 2 of our knobs might be common. Right? Think of an old radio with squelch and tuning a TV. John and I, in both our businesses, probably have 2 knobs that we're both trying to dial in.
Mm.
He has a 3rd knob that's different than my 3rd knob.
Mm.
But we're both successful businesses because his 3rd knob isn't relevant in my world and my 3rd knob isn't relevant in his world. But he's smart enough to know that, and so am I. And that's why we're both successful.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
You have to know which knobs to turn. It's called squelch, right?
Yeah, it's the squelch button, squelch knob.
Yeah.
And it's not the panic button.
No, it's
There's-
not.
Squelch.
Yeah.
Can't press that.
There's never a panic button.
Never,
No,
Never. I've never heard of it.
Never to let them see you.
But,
No, I've never heard of it.
We were talking earlier this
Never.
morning how when you get into those situations where the customer has to be talked to, how they tap you on the shoulder, just like
Happens all the time because to strive for perfection, you have to have those,
you do.
or else you're never going to get there
Right.
That's right.
because you're living a lie and you're tricking your customers.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works.
Yeah.
You ask
bet.
them what they want. You have to ask. Many times customers don't tell you what they want.
Sometimes they don't know what they want.
And those are the right questions that you just referred to just moments ago about your staff. Asking the right questions.
Got to ask the right questions.
That's right. I'm glad I did with my wife
Yes.
when I met her, 30 some years ago.
Yeah. Yes,
Waterway
sir.
Cafe.
Yeah.
PGA Boulevard.
Nice.
Mother's Day,
Nice.
1991.
Great. We're going to be right back. So stick with us. We have much more to cover. All right, that was a quick 30-second timeout, and we're back. Just when you thought it was safe, they're back.
Let's take a sidebar and go to the news. Anything, Frank, out there happening in the automotive world? I know a couple
we got
things.
it. Yeah. You
I'll
want
tell
to
you a
do-
couple.
you go
I will
first.
tell you a couple
All
things.
right.
There is a big hubbub going on
Okay.
with the EPA. We've talked about it for a couple of shows. Here's what's going on. If I'm an environmentalist, and I want to do my job the best I can.
Mm.
I want to give to the world the cleanest, safest, best earth that I can, because if not, I'm not doing my job.
Mm.
I'm an environmental engineer. I'm an environmentalist. I work in think tanks that read the data for pollution levels, carbon dioxide levels. If I'm on that side of the street,
Mm-hmm.
for me to do my best job, I have to execute it almost to perfection.
Right.
But here's the problem. What
Well, we function in an
that-
imperfect world.
Correct.
Yeah.
If we could do it that way,
Right.
we wouldn't have any cars to drive.
Yeah.
Because what's happened, the conundrum that's happened is the demands of that environmental side cannot be properly executed by the manufacturing, just like we talked about in the beginning of our show with Toto Toilets, in the automotive world. We've hit like a roadblock. It's maybe Moore's law. There's a point where you can't keep doubling every 2 years the computing power. Pretty soon you hit a brick wall.
Right.
Well, we're getting to the point, especially with diesels, okay, especially in industry, the B2B side, the business to business side, trucking, etc., where what we're having to do is, instead of the design change of the motor, we're adding on all these devices to the motor that are scrubbing the particulates, the chemicals that side of the street of the environmental people want us to do.
Mm.
Except we're getting into the technology isn't working over the long haul. It's breaking. It's costing the industry a fortune, which leads to what? Inflation, right? Think about it.
Right.
If the trucking industry, not only in the manufacturing but the distribution of goods, is having a 30% increase in transportation costs, what's going to happen to a Toto toilet?
Mm.
It's going to go up in price, right?
Sure.
So what's happened is the current administration, guy named Lee Zeldin, smart man, Lee Zeldin, is head of the EPA, as well as other people in the administration, have realized that this, in a perfect world, wouldn't I want perfect air? Yes. But we can't do it. Because who's going to bear the cost of all this? If we had unlimited gold mines and printing presses, wait a minute, doesn't the Fed print money? I think we do have that.
We do have that.
We do have that.
Yeah.
And that's ready to change too.
Yeah.
Because you can't go on forever.
No.
What, we're 33 billion or trillion owe money? How much more you want to owe before we start taking a look at the bill?
Right. Oof.
Bring me another dessert and I'll take 3 more escargot appetizers. Just keep bringing them on. I just want more food.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what the bill is, and sit at that restaurant for 50 years
Right.
eating nothing but the best food and the best wine.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you
And
get the bill.
And give it to your grandson. Tell him to pay.
Tell him to pay for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Okay.
With his inheritance.
Yeah. With his inheritance.
This is what's going on with the EPA thing with cars. So we're
Yeah.
rolling back the standards
Right.
to a rational level.
Mhm.
Because if the whole thing crashes, what's the point?
Yeah.
If we can't prosper as not only a nation but as a civilization and as a species, well, then we're going to have nothing but a bunch of tigers, gorillas, orangutans, and peacocks running around, and we're not going to be around.
Yeah.
My peacock didn't come in today, so we can't work on your car.
No.
So you have to balance. It's a balance,
Yeah.
right? It's like when I balance a tire. When you balance a tire, that means there's an imperfection somewhere in it. Think about it. Think about
Slightly out of round.
because it wasn't made perfect. And that's the same with everything in life. It has to be that balance. And by the way, I have, talking about equipment, we have Hunter road force balancers
Mhm.
that do what? Simulate the road force, the road. There's a big steel drum that is pushed against the tire. Well, we balance them. Are they super expensive machines? Absolutely. Could I have it any other way? Absolutely not. If you go to any tire store here in town, I guarantee they ain't got one.
Really?
No, they're not going to have it. It's a $100,000 piece of equipment. They're not going to do it. They're not going to invest it because the owners of that business want too much ROI.
Right.
There's not enough passion, too much ROI. And when you have too much ROI on your mind, you don't buy the right equipment.
Right.
Because could I have better ROI? Yeah, but that's not the point. It's not the point of business.
Yeah, I'm amazed how much you invest back in your business. It's really amazing. I mean,
Millions.
I mean, it's a lot.
Millions.
Yeah, that's what I was
Millions.
telling my
I
wife.
invest. I have to. If I don't do it, I'm out of business.
Right.
5 years.
Well, so the thing is, it's more than just the walk-in trade. You get referrals from the car showrooms, the manufacturer showrooms,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So the major manufacturers, their showrooms in our area, they know if there's a problem they can't solve,
Comes to my shop.
they can come and see you.
And we'll fix it.
Right.
Is it going to cost you? Well, of course it is.
Right.
Right. If
But they have to. But their job, just like yours, is to make the customer happy.
correct.
They got to move that product, and if it's sitting in their shop or on their floor and it's not selling,
Right.
it's not helping anybody.
It's how the individual's built. Could I open up a chain of just tire stores and not do what I do and make ROI? Yeah. But leads to the next thing I want to talk about.
Oh.
You can't see this thing here, but this is a giant book, and it's
It
not a
is.
book; it's an assembly book. You know what?
Some assembly required.
I'm sure that again, it's radio, so we don't know exactly who's listening,
Right.
but we know they are listening,
We do.
and I see it all the time.
Right.
My new customers that come in say they listen to the radio show.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in the CRAP I talk about,
Mm-hmm.
then this is going to interest you because your mind's similar to mine. Let's see how many pages it is. It is
250.
51
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it says done at the end.
Done.
Okay,
Done.
251. And this is a 2-foot long F1. It looks, I believe it's an Aston Martin, I believe.
Wow.
But this is an F1 race car that has 4,000 pieces to it. And it's tedious.
And it's made out of what, Legos?
Similar type of Legos.
Yeah.
It's evolved.
Okay.
We could do 2 shows on what's happened with the Lego and how it's evolved into what it is.
Right.
But if you look at the assembly, it has a working motor. It doesn't self-propel, but the pistons go up and down. There's a crankshaft. It has wheels that turn. There's suspension that works. There's a transmission that you can actually change the gears in to change the ratio
Wow.
of the wheels. Okay, but you got to build this stuff.
Chase the dogs around the house.
But do I like doing this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's enjoyable to me.
Yeah. Sure.
But how can you like
Keeps you.
that?
What keeps you in
It's
the
because
game?
everybody. It's why I do this radio show.
Right.
And we've talked about this.
Yes, we have.
So we're getting into some truth of why I do this. If anyone's listening now, and I think they are, I'm doing this because I enjoy it.
Mhm. You have a passion for it, and you
But
want
but
to
the
share
real
that
but the
passion.
real reason
Yeah.
is to keep me on my game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I can't do this every week, that Adam and Eve and the fruit that they grabbed is going to take hold of me, and I'm going to become lazier or lethargical or complacent.
Yeah.
If I know I have to do a radio show every week and stay on my game, I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hear you.
But if you don't do, it's like retirement.
Yeah.
I can't retire.
Retired
you're-
to what?
To retire from what? But this is what I do. This is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Happens to be how I feed myself.
Well, there's
Right.
that.
You have to do that.
Oh yeah.
You got to have air. You got to have money.
Yeah.
And you got to have a place to live, and you got to have food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
But could I have done it a different way? Just like you, and anyone can do it a different way. But for my business, this works
Right.
as a compliment. And this building of these gigantic, I just finished a 2,000 piece car, and
You should bring it in.
they're all green too. The ones I do, I
You
only
should
do
bring it
green.
in. You should
I will. I'll
it
bring
in.
it. I just
Yeah.
finished one.
I love
It's
it.
a Lamborghini. Is it hard to do? No. It's like laying tile.
Sorry about that.
If you don't, if you lay tile for a living, and a big hotel calls you up and says, "We've got a job," it might take you 3 years to do all the tile work. Are you up for it? I would be. But
Sure.
there's many people that couldn't do that tile work for 3
Mhm.
years. It would come out crooked at the end. Or the guy that lays the rugs, or the guy that builds. You're an electrician, and they're built. And over in Qatar, they're building the world's tallest building, and they call you on the phone. We've heard you're the best. We know you're not the biggest, But I think you could assemble some of the best electricians in the world, and we want you to wire the world's tallest building. How many people would accept that challenge to do it? It's going to be profitable. You're going to make money.
Right.
It's going to take you a while,
Right.
but they're going to pressure you to get it done quick. How many people that own an electrical company could take on that challenge or would want to?
It'd be just a handful. If
A
any.
handful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of those type people that would take
Right.
on that challenge.
Right.
You're one of those people. John's
Yes.
one of those
Yes.
people. That's why we're all sitting here together talking.
Right. Customers would come in my shop and they would ask for things that I didn't have, but I'd say, I don't have it, but I can get it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll figure
But
it
here's
out.
the thing, and
you
here's
know?
here's the beauty of how God created some of us.
Yeah.
And God created everybody different. So we could have the nail polish hour,
Mm.
and the people that do nail polish for a living could come in, and their passion and how they're built would be different than mine, yours, or John's.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's all legit. It's real.
Right.
They struggle like we do in life
Right.
with every aspect of it, except when you have a Toto toilet.
There's no
There's
struggle.
one less struggle.
That's it.
There you go. Just flush the nails down away.
I'm telling you, it's never plugged up mine, and it's white. It's white as the day I bought it,
Isn't that amazing?
and you can't slam the lid
No.
because it
I
goes
hate
down
that
by
noise.
itself.
I hate that
I know.
smashing, clanging.
It goes down
Yeah,
by
we were
itself.
somewhere recently, and my wife was standing outside the bathroom, and
You hear this loud clank.
yeah, it was a commercial seat, and I was like, oh, I can't remember if this is a place that. No, it doesn't. I walked out. She told me. I said, I know.
Tell you what irritates me the most. You ever go into a public restroom, and Sloan is the name of a valve company that
Right.
makes,
Right.
and then usually chrome.
Yeah.
Go into any public bathroom, my listening audience, and look at the Sloan fixtures, especially the men's where the stand-up stalls are,
Right.
and see if they've got claw marks over that nice chrome.
Yes.
They all do.
Yes.
If I go to Vienna, Austria,
Never see it.
it's perfect.
You won't
No.
see it in Italy either.
No,
But here you do.
Yeah. I
There's
know.
claw marks all over it because nobody took and put the plastic tips on their pipe wrench to do the Sloan valve because they make them. There's
Well,
inserts that you put on the
Sure.
claws so it doesn't score the chrome.
And I'll tell you another thing. If you ever go to Italy, go into any public restroom, the crown, they'll have bathrooms with crown molding, door trim, and it's perfect.
90 degrees.
Perfect. And it's a bathroom of a.
I
but-
worked in
but
Vienna,
they do that-
Austria
they
for a
do that
while.
they do that kind of work. In
Everything's
yes.
90, everything's perpendicular.
Yes.
Perpendicular for anyone out there who doesn't know is 90 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Right. I mean, perfect. right
Horizontal
angles.
and 90 degrees is not a hard concept.
No. It is.
But in Vienna, Austria, it's the way it is.
Exactly.
It's natural.
Yes. Yes.
Natural because you have passion.
Right.
Old artisans that care.
Yeah.
And this is one of the final things I'm going to talk about. We have databases that we have in our business that
Right.
we have to have. Let me give you
Right.
an example of that.
Okay.
Do you want a doctor who Googles your symptoms or has access to the Mayo Clinic?
Mm,
Which do you want?
I would say access to the Mayo Clinic.
Then you need
yeah.
to go to Crown Car Care because I have access to databases such as the Dentifix.
Mhm.
There's several other ones that we subscribe to. I have to pay money
Right. Of course.
to be part of this network
Yes.
that categorizes chronological
Mm.
organizes
it
things.
sounds like a Frank word.
Yes.
And I have access to it.
Yes. Yes.
I have access to wiring diagrams that most don't have because I spend thousands a month at each of my locations for databases. Who the heck's going to do that?
Only you.
Only
Yeah.
me.
And we'll hear more about that when we return. This is our last regulation timeout.
Absolutely.
We'll have much more. Stick with us. Woo! All right, we're back. Thanks for hanging with us. We got another, about 10, 15 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah. And boy, we could just talk for hours on this stuff. It's, I made a little.
Little pie
You think
chart.
I got photographic memory, guys? You're all thinking of the wrong. I got to take notes on everything.
Well, of course. We all do.
Okay.
Wait till you get our age.
What's the tipping point then from great to average? It's really those two things. It's the tools
Yes. And your passion.
and mindset.
Yes.
There
It's
you go.
mindset.
Yes.
I got it written down right here.
Yeah.
It's about tools
Mm.
plus mindset
Right.
equals. But that's the way I want my business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not every business is that way.
No.
Those two plus.
Mm.
Now, we were just talking like in John's business. Two of our pluses might be the same,
Mm-hmm.
but then the third one could be different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a bad thing.
Right.
Like a restaurant, they got different variables that they got to deal with
Mm-hmm.
that make them great.
Mm-hmm.
Bedside manners,
Mhm.
important for me, but more important for a server or a waitress. Do they?
Absolutely.
How come they don't call them waitresses anymore? Or
Servers. Yeah.
what's servers? Is
Well,
that
yeah.
the sanitized word?
So when I was a young man growing up, I actually applied for a job with Eastern Airlines to be a flight attendant.
Oh, this is.
But
Please
they-
elaborate.
They didn't call them flight attendants in those days. They were stewards.
Stewards and stewardesses.
Yes.
Righto.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That would have been interesting, Frank.
it was. Oh yeah. I
You would have
was-
loved that.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. But I spoke just a smattering of Italian, not enough. If I had more
You could.
foreign language, because they needed somebody to do the long hops to Europe.
Yes.
So
That would have been torture, huh?
yeah, tough.
What is
Yeah.
mafia in Italian?
I think it's Mezapel.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Go to the island, go to the land of Mezapel.
Family, something. It's like
No, family business. When
yeah.
you find somebody that does this with their
their nose. Yes,
yeah,
that's what.
you
there
know.
you
That's
go.
what.
You know that
Sonny.
you're in for trouble.
Your nickname isn't Sonny, is it?
no,
Or
Michael.
you don't. Teflon has never been mentioned
No,
around your
no,
family, has it?
no,
Or concrete? You know, concrete. You know how to mix concrete?
no interest in cement work.
What does the name Jimmy Hoffa mean for you?
I have no idea who that is.
Well, you had a car with a big trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get six people in there to go to the
Woo.
movie.
Right, but you had
theaters.
the Biscay. Didn't you have a Biscayne?
No, it was a Impala.
Impala. And if for all those people out there, an Impala is the name of a deer
It is
from Africa.
It runs like the wind.
It does. If you look
Yes.
on the emblem for the Impala, it's actually a deer.
Yes.
So it was Biscayne was this equal to it.
Yes.
I think it looked the same.
It
Yeah.
was the same
Anyway,
body style.
okay.
Yeah.
We've all heard of Bugatti.
Yes.
Two brothers. What
Yeah.
was the emblem on their car on the front? What was it?
It was a booger.
Mm-mm. You know what it was?
No, what was it?
A dancing elephant.
That's
That's
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Dancing-
His brother designed it because
Ah.
he was an artist.
nice.
On a Jaguar, it's like Jaguar,
Yeah.
right? On a
Dancing elephant.
dancing elephant.
And they're all, and all the cars refer to them as badges, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The emblems.
And Bugatti, by the way, was the company went out of business, but and the family sold the rights to it.
Mm.
Just like if I go to the Walgreens and see batteries that are Polaroid, Polaroid isn't making batteries.
No.
No, someone bought the name Polaroid to trick you.
Yeah.
They do. They trick. It's like Kodak. I don't
Right.
think Kodak. Now, does Kodak make film anymore? Because
Maybe
I believe there's a resurgence in it
there,
from a
there
professional level.
probably is a
Yeah.
factory somewhere that under license is producing the Kodak product for people that still need it. So the Smithsonian has working models of most products. You know, they keep that in inventory.
Oh, really?
And they have to have people on staff. You would love to go to the Smithsonian because they actually have to have people on staff to know how to fix and repair that stuff so that they can show
Yeah.
it how it works, how it functions.
You know what I love going to?
What's that?
Junkyards.
Yes.
We have one here in town. It's called Snake Road Salvage.
Snake Road.
I go there for like a connector, and I end up there for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
I get lost.
Oh, it's fun to explore.
Oh, it is. I take photos.
Yeah.
If you go through my camera or my phone, there's all these photos at Snake Road Salvage. I know the two owners are two brothers, and they always let me wander around,
Sure.
sitting things.
They don't pat your pockets down though when you leave.
I don't- no.
Checking for them alternators.
No, it's Quality is doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Absolutely, that's the best, and
It-
but that's what puts a smile deep in your heart too.
Yeah.
You know, and
When you've done something
Yeah.
right,
yes,
there's
Yeah.
nothing more rewarding. It has nothing to do with ROI.
No.
Have you been to the Smithsonian?
Yeah. I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was
Yeah.
gonna
There's
tell
actually
you.
an old and a newer. There's an older building and
Yes.
a
Yeah.
newer building. I know
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
I've been up to a place that Ford's got some village where you can see some of the old cars.
Yeah, Mhm.
Dearborn, right?
Dearborn is a Henry Ford Museum. Mhm.
Yeah.
Been there.
Mhm.
I took a high school trip there.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did too.
Yeah,
I took a high school trip
I think I did
to
too.
Washington too.
Probably.
Back in the days, it was.
Yeah.
I rode on like some old DC airplane that made a lot of
Oh,
noise.
yeah, yeah,
First, that was
DC-3.
actually my first airplane ride. Was
Yeah,
my 8th
yeah.
grade trip to Washington D.C.
yeah.
Todd wasn't a hurler. He was I was a hurler on those old DC-3s.
So I actually flew on the old Ford TriStar, which remember
You
that?
did?
Yes.
Wow,
The tri-motor.
I do know it.
Yeah. So they actually have that comes in at Witham Field periodically for a show. And many years ago, they had it up at Detroit City Airport. And my cousin and I flew on that when we were just little rugrats. And
Yeah,
that was-
flying on the old planes. I've been involved with the air show here in Staunton. Not recently. It's changed.
uh-huh.
I believe there was a scandal.
Hmm.
I'm not going to talk. I believe you just have to look it up. I think there was a scandal with some money and stuff, and it kind of changed the air show after that.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but I've ridden on many. My son. Here's a true story. It took a little bit of money
Yeah.
and 2 or 3 phone books, but my son got to fly a Korean trainer himself.
Nice.
You know, there's a guy in the back, but he did loop the loops, and he
Right.
was only like 7 or 8 years old. It
Wow.
wasn't supposed to happen, but
No.
it did.
Yeah. Nice.
What do I do when I push this one all the way down, Daddy?
And they had the CD that they didn't have. I don't think then they even had those. So I have a CD disc of him
No, they
of the
didn't.
in plane.
Well, he's
Oh,
only
wow.
7, so that means 11 years ago.
Yeah, of him doing it.
Uh,
He went out over the ocean and was doing loop to loops, and he did an outside loop himself. I mean, he did the controls,
nice.
and it was just fun. I took a ride in that too. So I was saying, I've taken some rides, some old planes. I
Hmm.
think a DC-3 or something I rode in.
Yeah,
Very different.
they are.
Very
Yeah,
different. You
very-
know, the lift is. It takes a lot longer to get lifted up
Mm,
because you don't have that thrust and pull.
mm.
You know, you have to use the full length of the runway.
Yeah, yeah. There's that. Yeah, yeah.
When I was a
Oh,
kid,
yeah, that part.
There's that.
I had a boss that I worked for in Libertyville, Illinois, Neil Stenland, good man. He's now a professor at a big university. He had his own airplane, and he took me for a plane ride. And we were supposed to go up to Wisconsin to go to a country club or something to have lunch. And he took me to Chicago, and Libertyville's probably, an airplane only takes you 5 minutes to fly there.
Right, right.
So you're not supposed to fly in certain areas of the city.
Right.
So
Right.
he's going around the Sears Tower, or we're
buzzing.
lower than the Sears Tower, and the dang door flew open.
Woo!
True story. This is a
Whoa.
true story.
Yikes.
And then on the return from the Sears Tower, he's flying over my house,
Buzzing
buzzing
your-
my dad who's out cutting the grass. True
Nice.
story. True story.
Nice.
And then we landed up in Wisconsin, had lunch, and then I went home.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah, that's so.
That's pretty cool.
That is great.
Yeah.
My dad has a similar story. A good friend of his, Carl Schumann, had a little private airplane, a little Cessna, and he was a sod farmer, right? And so my dad came to him and he says, "I need a little bit of sod for my house."
Yep.
So Carl says, "Get in my plane." So they take off. They buzzed our house, and he flew over. He said, "Oh yeah, you can use a pallet and a half." And then he went back and flew back.
Job site survey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it pays for the cost of the plane. But that's a good example. He had some cool toys he got to play with, but he used it for his business, right?
Many of my friends, because of the way I think,
Yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together. I have many
Indeed.
friends that are interesting people, innovators that
Yes.
just different. And I
Yeah.
get to have those experiences.
Yes.
You have, I know you have too,
Yeah.
John, these experiences that are
Ah.
priceless.
They are.
Priceless.
Right.
I've been to Mar-a-Lago twice for lunch.
Wow.
Didn't have to pay for it.
Even better.
I mean, just interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I've just, It has to do with
pretty amazing.
passion. It has to do with passion.
Yeah.
It has to do with what we just talked about, mindset. Okay.
Mhm.
Great shops are proactive, they're invested, they're transparent, and they're data driven. Average shops are reactive, reluctant to spend, stuck in outdated habits. You can't diagnose a modern car with a 1995 mindset. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Mhm.
You were starting to talk about the technology that's changed on a faucet. What has changed on a faucet that makes them so much different today, yet so much
A lot
better?
is the cartridge. That's
The
in it.
cartridge, and they're
Yeah.
the design is quite
They're
different.
very
Yeah.
intricate. Yeah. They're very intricate. And
Yeah,
they're
it
made
kills
with
some of
brass materials. And
Yes, Teflon, I know the
Yes.
seals.
Mhm.
Now, also flow, the amount of water that flows out.
Mhm.
If I was ever going to design and build a house for Todd, if I was going to live to 1,000 years,
Mhm.
I would run double water lines to all my bathrooms and all my showers, and there would be a loop that would return it to the hot water heater at all times
All right.
because they don't have them now. There's never enough water on a shower. Everyone wants to put all these big shower heads in,
Mhm.
yet the standard house has this little teeny line going to it. How are you going to do it?
Right.
3/4
Right.
instead of half.
But it's a retrofit if you have an existing house or you're wealthy enough to build it
Right.
that way.
Build
But
it that way.
Now, hotels actually do that. Hotels have the water, the hot water.
so, John,
in-
you would
in-
know that, yeah.
Well, a lot of people come in and say, "I want this to be like a spot, like a hotel," and he's, "Well, we don't know what they did at that hotel, but it must have been pretty nice that you were getting water delivered like that."
But actually, what they do is they actually have a hot water running in a series throughout the entire building. And that way, when you turn on the hot water in a hotel, the water is always hot because it's not on demand. It's already there.
Correct. And now it's basically our water's deadheaded to
Mhm.
wherever the fixture is,
Correct.
right? It's got pressure, but what 80% of it's cold,
Right.
hot or cold
Right.
pipe. It's still cold,
Right.
That's right.
right?
Yeah, that's
So you
true.
just you have to run. Now they got all these trickery things that you run the water back to the cold side. I've seen these doodads, but the real way is just have a third
line.
a third line. That's the return for the hot water and
Oh,
go.
that'll be too much.
Yeah. Right. The people won't pay for it, but
That's the
typical-
real fix, though.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Well,
Right.
we can do that, but
And then you want thick. So half inch is what the standard is, and if you
Right.
go to 3/4, you got the volume,
that-
baby.
that's you should have.
Wow.
Or do you 1 inch? You got to dummy it down.
Do
to
you see a
3/4.
lot of people that have that?
No.
But that is the real deal.
Yeah, the real deal is half inch is what people go with, and you have very rare do you have 3/4 inch.
That's something I would do if I
See?
was only because it goes back to what we're talking about
Sure.
here. It's you're going to the end result is going to be a wonderful shower.
Well, just remember your Toto is all gravity flush, so that's
yeah, but
just-
there's other things that are involved in
Well,
that
there
thing.
is.
There's secrets.
can't divulge those
I
on
can't.
the air.
And in fact, it's sealed. You can't even take them apart. You're not allowed to touch them. There's things that go on in a Toto toilet, I will tell you, that are unexplained.
taboo.
They're taboo.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant down in West Palm Beach, by the way.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's a bar out in Las Vegas.
So I've also eaten at Taboo down there in Palm Beach. Isn't that where the Kennedy guy used to hang out that
Oh, could be.
had an incident with a golf club?
Could be.
Wasn't there a Kennedy that had an incident with a golf club that was a cousin or something? That,
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Probably,
Supposedly killed somebody, I think.
Oh God.
probably through that club.
It was a relative. I don't know. Who knows?
Is
But
this
there
the
is.
end of the night?
It is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good things happen fast
They do.
and
You guys,
quick.
Your show always goes fast.
Yeah. So we got right to the end because there's never a shortage of topics.
No,
We can branch off on anything.
it's so true. So true.
Well, you're good at it.
Not me. It's the people around me.
All
Frank's
right.
got a new studio here too, by the way. If you ever want to come down and see the super studio, come
Wow.
down to World
Big
Headquarters.
screens
He's got big
now.
screens. There's all kinds of technology. He's got
I tell you,
1, 2, 3. I count 4 computers, and he's
Nice.
running them all at the same time.
Bye.
Plus, he's got boxes and everything.